My name is Courtney Thomas. So I am the social media manager for Adobe Spark. I'm going to be doing a live demo today on Spark Video. So this is my demo reel. Most of this footage, I can upload it from my phone, from my photo gallery. Here's how I did that. I have zero editing experience, by the way. These colors are all based on themes. You can drag it, you can zoom in, that one small moment. I think that's a wonderful way to make a social video. Adobe Spark is a tool that is made for exactly that. Says I am now live. Adobe Spark is live on Instagram. What's up, Instagram? I can see you all. You're joining me here. I've got a live stream going on Twitter, on Facebook, on our Facebook Insiders group. Hello, hi everyone. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. Please let me know where you guys are all tuning in from. I'm gonna be doing a live demo today on Spark Video. And we're just here to chat. We're just here to connect. So just tell me your thoughts. We've got some Adobe Spark team members on the line as well. So if you have any questions for them, I'm happy to read them out. We're just gonna hang out for the next half hour or so. What do you guys say? I love that idea. Hey, Emily, hi. And yes, Emily is here from Insiders. Help me field some of those questions if you can, Em. You're the best as always. Let's see, I'm also gonna share this to my Twitter as well. So for those of you who may not know me, yes, we will get closed captions for those that are hearing impaired. We are always on top of that. Thank you for letting us know. That's to come as well. But for those of you that don't know me, my name is Courtney Thomas. Hello, I am the social media manager for Adobe Spark. I've been with the team for about 2 years now, and we've grown the audience of Spark from about 55K on Instagram when I first began to what is now 166,000 and counting. I can't even sign, like, it's overwhelming, the love. What's up, Dallas? That's where my mom's from. What's up? Colombia, yes, places to travel when all this is done. And as I was saying, I'm just having a great time here, and this was the natural next step for us to come live online. We're going to be doing talks like these for the next month at least. We've got slated content every Tuesday and Friday. You can join us live with some Adobe Spark experts like myself. Last week we had Peg Fitzpatrick. If you are around, what's up, Peg? You're always the best. And so, yeah, and also if you're someone that's like, I need to be on here telling everyone in the Spark community about all the awesome stuff that I'm doing with Spark, or just something inspiring and, you know, hopeful that you can share maybe that you have seen or experienced in recent days, you know, with hashtag quarantine life, let us know, send us a message. We'll do our best to get back to you and get you right up here where I'm sitting right now. All right, let me share this. Hold on, let's jump right in. And please feel free to ask me any questions about social media. I'll probably schedule, I love Spark too. I'll probably end up scheduling another session live for social media tips and strategy. Hey, from West Virginia, hey, Renee. Because the number one, we asked our insider group what they wanted to hear about on these chats, and the number one request was for social media strategy. So here I am, social media manager. I'm so happy to make that happen for you. So if you have any specific questions about social media strategy, because I can go, like, we can just talk about social media strategy and how it's changing and what are the best practices to stay connected and get connected in times like these, let me know. My team will help me elevate some of those questions as well. So what some of you may not know about me is, in addition to social media management, I am an actress. I just recently moved to Los Angeles. Yes, Hollywood, the big city, came to make it. And I felt really confident in making that move, mainly because I felt like I had Adobe Spark in my toolkit, and I'm seeing the results already. So when we were thinking of what to talk about for these live sessions, my instant thought was I would love to show everyone how my commercial reel has come together. And reels can cost anywhere from maybe 50 bucks if you have a friend that has some editing software and knows what they're doing and is just going to do you a favor, to, I was Googling last night, someone was offering up to about $1,500 for their services. I don't know about you, but I don't have that kind of money, especially as an actress. I'm also curious, I want to know if we have some performing artists, actors, anyone in the industry and Adobe Spark as well. I would definitely love to see what you are creating with Adobe Spark. And I'm going to show you all my commercial reel. I'm going to give you all a sneak peek at it because technically there is some footage on there that has not been publicly released yet. So, if you guys will just, allow me to do that for you all today, I'm happy to. And I'm actually going to add a clip because my agents just sent me a clip, some footage from another commercial that I had just done for a senior living retirement home. That was so much fun. So we're actually going to sit and walk through Spark Video. Let me check if I have any questions that have rolled in yet before I hop into our demo today. More for Android. I agree. I have an Android right here, and I'm Spark Video for Android. Let's do this. You see me. I'm here with you. I try not to bother our product managers too much because they really are working so hard. The whole team is working so hard to get all of these updates, but sometimes I'm like, can we just for me? And I still don't get it all the time, but that's okay. A little technology patience is going a long way. All right, I'm not seeing any questions right as of yet, so let me just hop right in. All right, I'm going to share my screen. Are you all ready? Hey Kevin. Hey Kenny. Hi. And this is an amazing app. I agree with you. It's a very powerful app. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you all here in IG land. Are you ready to take a trip to my computer? You ready? You ready? I'm just going to flip the camera for you all so I can see what you're seeing. This is the home setup. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's do this. Beautiful. All right, so this is my demo reel. I'm actually going to play it for you first, and then we'll deconstruct it from there. But there's so many cool ways in which I'm about to show you that you can create your own demo reel. If you're in a field that asks you for a reel of content, this is as easy as most of this footage. I can use it. I can upload it from my phone, from my photo gallery. And thank you. I love my home setup too, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's so simple. Let's just dive right in. So first, let me show you the final product here. Just updated it. So proud of it. This is a lot of work that has come together in the last few months. I think this is about 6 months worth of really grinding it out, really submitting. And here we go.
Hello, beautiful. And voila, a new Yahoo logo. Smells like grape jelly. You have access to hundreds of affordable glasses starting at $6.95. Whether you're fancy or funky, flirty, or business casual, we have the pair for you. And with a virtual try-on experience and a 15-day no questions asked return policy, we'll make sure you find your perfect look. We've served thousands of happy buyers since 2003 and offer 24/7 customer service, so you can trust your eyes are in good hands. Welcome to V.
When? And last but not least, it's here. The first Spark Android release.
It's about time.
We're all waiting. All right, so that is the final product. Now I'm gonna back it up and I'm gonna show you how we got there. And it's mind-blowingly simple. So this is, let's see, this was the second to last version of my reel. So the first thing I wanted to do was, thank you. Yeah, this is a reel is just a collection of promotions of any type of footage that you have that highlights what you do and what you do well. So Adobe Spark is a tool that is made for exactly that. I'm used to platforms such as Instagram and Facebook. But when I moved to LA as an actor, it's good to be on a tool what's called Actors Access, and it's part of Breakdown Services. And it's a way in which you can create your online portfolio, compile it of reels, headshots, and that's how casting directors can find you. So someone's asking, is all of that made in Spark? So I'm putting together edits from other projects that have all been created. This is just a compilation. So footage that has been sent to me that I'm compiling in a professional manner to use for my personal reel. So here's how I did that. So not everybody starts their reel with a headshot and a title page. I decided to, just knowing that that's where I wanted it to land, because it's up on my website as well. I can show you guys that towards the end. And I also wanted to go ahead and start with a headshot because I am very new to this market. So I don't want to take any chances on someone not being able to see what I look like fully here on the page. So just to safeguard against that, I went ahead and added my headshot. I'm actually wearing the same top, look at that. And I added my headshot as simple as, I'm gonna start from scratch just so you can see how it really starts, because this is also part of the layout option that you have. I decided to do a split screen, but that could switch to a caption. I could put it anywhere on the page pretty much with Adobe Spark. So if I were to just start from scratch, you'll notice a plus button in the center. And you can add a video, text, photo, or this really cool feature called icons, especially if you're making an explainer video. And all of the icons that you find in here are copyright free, courtesy of the Noun Project. They're one of our collaborators. All right, so let us add, and this is all pretty, I would wish I could do a demo of the phone version as well as the desktop version, but I'll try to call out if there's any specific changes from desktop to the mobile version, but it's pretty much the same. If you're not clicking the plus button, you're tapping it on your phone. So it's pretty, you can feel around for it and you'll find it relatively quickly. I have zero editing experience, by the way. So if you're like, I could never do this, trust and believe that was me as well. All right, so I'm adding in my commercial yellow headshot. So now here's the fun part. I'm gonna move this around, obviously, because this does not accomplish the task of getting someone to see my face. So first I'm gonna move the layout into a split screen. Like I said, we could do a caption, and at that point, you could move the image. Once you hit that pencil sign, you can drag it like this, just down. You can zoom in, you can zoom out. You can move it around whichever way you can. And then potentially I'll show you if I added my caption here. Let's say Courtney, type it in, that simple. And the fonts have all been chosen in the brand manager. If I have a little bit of time at the end of this demo, I'd love to just take you guys back into the brand manager because I know a lot of questions come up on that. So, let's enter, get out of there. Excellent. So this is why I didn't choose it, because it covers part of the face for me. But in case you have footage that it works better if you hit one of these spots on the 9 grid, you have that option available and you just drag wherever it makes the most sense for you. You can also add one more layout option there. So heading back up to my original plan, there we are. I could also swap sides. These colors are all based on themes. Here are the themes that are available in Adobe Spark. I actually usually use title, especially if I'm doing any self-tapes for acting. I notice I get a really good response, particularly with title. I notice a slight increase in callbacks and bookings that I get when I'm using title. So don't know what that's about, but I'll let you know once I figure it out. But I have my brand manager set up here for these themes. Again, I want to keep it very, very simple. Happy birthday. And because the point is to highlight myself and the work that I've put, that I've had the pleasure of working on with other people that, edit these things together even better than I can. And again, you have the 9-grid option to move around here. All right. So that was just a slide. As I glossed over here, you can add whatever slide you like here and update. You can upload your photos and videos here. But I'm going to go here and I'm just going to go back to my original slide. And you can delete and duplicate slides from these 3 dots here once you just hover over the slide. So let's delete that there. All right. So I have all of my content here, but I want to add that last piece of footage that you all saw in my final copy. I want to show you guys how I added it. So first choice of where to add it is great. You'll notice these little connector arrows. I'm going to show you guys what that's for. That's when you have a clip that's over 30 seconds, but you don't want any cuts in between it. That's an option to just have a very seamless transition between slides. So you don't have the 30-second limit like this timer may suggest, but let's get into that. So I'm going to add it in the middle here because it's just a moment. I think there's other better, stronger pieces on my reel. So I'm going to add it in the middle just for fun. So I'm clicking onto this slide and I'm adding a slide right after that. Again, the plus sign, I'm going to X out of here. Oops, don't want to switch frames, just wanted to go full screen, but I'm not going to go full screen, that's fine. Let's go back to layout. All right, now let's just upload the video from my computer files. And again, if you're pulling a file from your phone, it's just going to be in your photo gallery. Very simple. You can also pull photos from Google Drive, and we have a bunch of integrations that I can't name right off the top of my head at the moment, but here's the most recent one. And so this is the entire commercial. I don't want to add the entire commercial to my reel because it's as wonderful as this organization is and the people there were so lovely to work with. I don't want to advertise them when I'm trying to get a job. I just want to advertise that one small moment. So you can see me, this is with the trimmer tool. This is my favorite, I love it. It is as simple as, there we go. So we want to capture that moment and almost just the beginning of the frame. And it's down, I mean, look at that, 32.2 seconds, 32.1 seconds. So I can get extremely precise about these edits. As somebody who, again, has no editing experience, I know what I like, and I know that it's very easy to drag here. So let's stop it. I'd like to get it right at the 32. That would be nice, but we could be here all day with that. So let's do 32.1. Oh, nope. All right, that's where we're at. And then let's trim it back just to that last moment. They were so lovely to work with. They were the cutest. All right, and now click save. The duration of that slide is only about 5 seconds. And I could add a caption to say where this clip is from. I'll show you real quick how to do that. But I opted instead, since the beginning title is so beautiful and perfect, I opted to add that title in to take its place. But again, your option comes up for text. And I could say the lifestyle is the name of the company. And then I am a waitress. And this is just personal preference. Some people don't put all this information in their commercial reels, but I like to give a little more information than somebody requested sometimes. All right, now click out of there. It's doing its thing, burning it in. Excellent. And then, of course, I'm going to drag that down just out of the way. And I can preview this slide here. There we go. All right, we're running a little shorter on time, so I can't show you every wonderful feature that I do want to show you, but we can always come back online. And I do want to share the trimmer tool. Let's say, for instance, now I made a copy of it, so I'm being a little more precious than I need to be, but I can really mess this up. Always make a copy of your projects before you decide to play with them, because You don't want to make any permanent damage if you're just experimenting on your designs. So let's go in here. I'm going to do the trimmer tool. Here we are. And real quick, let me back out of that. You also can zoom even on your videos, which is really, really convenient. It's not wanting to at the moment. There you go. There you go. All right, let me get poor Derek off the screen. I don't mean to show him like this. All right, we're back. Now let's go back to the trimmer tool. So you can zoom from here, you can trim more, and you can continue the clip with this option. You can also change the volume as well, because sometimes music is in the background. Maybe you want to add some music. You can do that here. We have some great selections. Very simple, very nice. If you want something a little more, I don't know, there's just more options on the YouTube. The YouTube library playlist is a place where I find really good copyright-free music. All right, so showing you just real quickly how the trimmer tool works. So I can start this clip as long as I'd like it to. Let's say I want it just to double at 7 seconds. So let's save it. And just by pressing this button, the continue clip button, I love her. I can say how long I want it to continue after that as well. So just extending it to the end like I had it before, because we want to play it out till the end because the lovely title page comes up. Awesome. And then here's the original extension when I had extended it at 3 seconds. Just going to take it and delete that. So that is the long and the short of how I created my video. You also have the option to add credits. As I showed you all, I was adding the credits and the captions on each slide. Maybe at the 3-second mark, I would have it disappear and then continue the clip. But we have a page here. If you are adding your own, you have the option to hide the credits, so that will not play. Such an awesome clip. And then you can also have an outro that has maybe some call to action information about follow me here, contact me here. Like I said, usually the platforms that I find actors are working on to obtain work, all of our contact information is somewhere within it already. So I don't need to add follow-up unless I'm emailing them. But even then, they have my email address. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. That's how you hide the outro too. And then once you hit download, it downloads as an MP4 file, which is compatible with just about everything. It's fantastic and so simple, easy to upload to YouTube, easy to share with others via email, especially easy to post directly to social if you are working on mobile. So yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and come back to you all. Stop share, hello. Let me flip the screen back around for you all now. Hi, you just saw my living room. Great. All right, thank you all so much for joining me for that demo presentation. I hope it was helpful for you all building your portfolios. I do think now is a wonderful time. You know, some of us have a little more time on our hands than usual. And why not look at all of your accomplishments and remind yourself how amazing and incredible you are. And let Spark compile that for you. And let us know if you have any questions. I've got I can stay on for about 5 more minutes if there's any other questions that are rolling in. I'm gonna check on social too. All right, well then if there's no further questions, I think I saw some in the Instagram feed. Let me check here. Sorry, I just joined. If this is what you're doing, can you make videos using photos? Absolutely. The question on Instagram was, can you make videos using photos? That's one of the best social media video options I see. Just slide after slide, maybe add music, add some text and information. I think that's a wonderful way to make a social video and any type of video, any type of informational video, any type of presentation truly too. I see a lot of teachers and educators using Spark for, you know, projects that if they miss their students, I'm seeing a lot of them saying that they miss their students and they have the teachers holding up photos with signs that are saying like, I miss you, like Mrs. So-and-so misses you. And it's really, really moving how simple something like a photo and some music can, it's amazing how far it can go. see if any other questions have come in. Is Spark part of the CC subscription? It absolutely is. So if you already have a Creative Cloud subscription, then you have access to Adobe Spark Premium for free. Premium is where you get to access brand features that I was showing you with themes and your own, your own brand colors and your own fonts you're able to add. And whereas the free version of Adobe Spark usually still has our logo on it. It'll say Adobe Spark. But it still has majority of the capabilities as well. I think there's just a couple of instances where it's different, but they're not enough to note off of the top of my head by any means. Govind asked, when is the right time to start paid promotion on Instagram? Great question. I would say don't start right away, because at this point, they're really, I mean, Facebook and Instagram are really capitalizing on your paid promotions are for the benefit of your reach. It doesn't necessarily guarantee engagements at this point. The only thing that they can promise you is if you have 1,000 followers, you may reach, 750 as opposed to the usual maybe 200 that they may expose you to organically. So I would estimate, and I'd love to know exactly what you're promoting and what it looks like, but I would start a paid promotion on Instagram when you're really trying to drive traffic to a specific maybe website or wherever you want your sales to happen. Use it as a driver for that. I wouldn't recommend using it just for the sake of engagement, because as a social media platform, I think it can read a little, promo-y, if you will. But if that's part of your brand, then I think that works. But I would say if you have a very specific place where you are trying to drive traffic to from your Instagram page, that's a great time to start paid promotions, because they're going to show you a world of options that could really benefit the way that they have different visuals that you can choose from to optimize maybe selling something on Instagram and driving traffic to another website. They have a lot of great options there. So you'll want to have a very specific idea of what it is that you're promoting. I hope that helps. All right, I'm going to take one more. Is there any plan allowing text and image animations to be added at the same time? That sounds like a wonderful request. This is from Marian University. Let's talk, because can you DM us actually with that request, and then we can bump it up to the right place? I'm not sure what the plan is. That would be amazing though. Text and image animations together, please. If anyone from the product team hears us today, please. All right, thank you all again for joining me. Next up, we are going to have Tanya Everett. She is an education evangelist for Adobe Spark, and she is a whiz. She's got some amazing remote learning resources for you. She's also a social media whiz. I mean, she's got just challenge after challenge and sharing, and it's amazing. I can't wait to have her on here. So again, thank you all for joining me today. I'll be online. I wanted to throw out a little bit of a challenge. Oh, I just remembered. I have a little bit of a challenge for you all as a social media manager. You're welcome, Govind. Today is World Health Day. So I want to shout out all of our medical professionals, healthcare professionals that are doing their frontline work to keep us all safe and healthy. And today's World Health Day, the World Health Organization deemed it in honor of the Year of the Nurse and the Year of the Midwife. So one of my best friends is a nurse. Her name's Antoinette. She's the best. I'm worried about her all the time. I've turned out sending out positive thoughts instead of worries now. So I challenge you all, if you are watching this today, go ahead and use Adobe Spark if you want. We'll retweet it if you use Adobe Spark, and we'll repost it on Instagram stories if you use it on Adobe Spark. But create something that says, Happy World Health Day, thanking our medical care professionals, our nurses, our midwives, everyone that is working on the front lines. Thank you. Use hashtag World Health Day. You can use World Health Day 2020 as well. And don't just hashtag it. This is my social media manager coming on. Don't just hashtag it and leave it. Go into the hashtag and engage with others that are sharing the same stories and photos and honors of our healthcare workers. And you're going to see your engagement fly as well. So that's my little social media tip for you for the day as well. All right, gonna log off now. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.